Heaven's California.
Hey guys, so don't mind me, I'm going to be talking a bit quietly again, so I'm trying to like go in a little bit because my dad just went to bed with my brother, so I just got back from a bike ride, so I probably look all gross. But I'm going to be reacting to 3 terrifyingly creepy true horror stories that I've never been told before. About 11 minutes long. And that's it. Let's just get into it. 1 second. Let's go. I'm so hungry now. That's already creepy right there. I'm gonna try to talk loud, but not too loud, because let's see what these are about. It's on a certain category.
When I was 10 years old, I stayed at home by myself for the first time while my parents went out for a date.
Home Alone story.
I was really into horror movies, so my imagination ran wild, so I had every light on in the house. I was scared, honestly, but not so much due to the lights. My parents told me they would be back by 10, so I wasn't really worried. I had food, blockbuster movies to watch, and my favorite game, Manhunt, on my PS2. By the way, this was 2004.
Okay.
It started to get dark outside when all of a sudden a storm hit.
I love
And
storms.
the lights went out.
Oh shit.
As soon as it happened, I ran into our living room near the front of the house with my flashlight.
Yeah, I got a flashlight.
I was definitely afraid now. I decided to get under the covers on the couch. I tried to fall asleep, but I was so afraid I couldn't. I don't know why, but I peeked out from under the covers, and I swear, I saw the silhouette of a man in the corner of the room.
Fuck.
I jumped back under my covers, breathing heavily. Then all I heard was slow, methodical footsteps. They were coming toward me.
How the fuck did you get in my house?
I heard whispering along with the footsteps. My heart was pumping out of
How
my
the hell
chest.
did you get into my house?
Then the sound stopped. I just laid there frozen. No sound. Go. I got up and ran out of the
Pardon
house
me?
because it felt like someone touched my arm. And I know I heard someone yell the word go. I pretty much ran out of the house with the blanket over my head. I ran to my neighbor's house. I told them what happened and they called the cops from their cell phones. My parents arrived a little later than they expected due to bad traffic.
Of course.
They seemed angry about what happened. The police say that there was no evidence of a break-in. I still to this day remember that feeling of fear, but I really don't know if it were my imagination or not.
I feel like it's because he was watching a whole horror movie, so it kind of got into his head that someone's in his house. Like, how did he hear go if he was wide awake? You know what I mean? That's what I don't get. That's scary, though.
When I was 23, my boyfriend and I broke up, so I was in the process of moving away from my hometown to Houston.
Oh, okay.
I just wanted to start over somewhere new. It was about 3 a.m., and I was driving through a small town in Texas on my way to Houston when I decided to stop for gas.
3
It
a.m.
was pretty empty, but the gas station was open. As I was filling up, looking at my phone, I saw a truck pull up to the pump on the other side of me.
It's always creepy when it's so late at
I wasn't
night.
paying any attention until I put my phone in my pocket to put the nozzle back, and I saw a man just staring at me. I smiled at him, turning to put the gas cap back on, when I saw 4 more men, 2 on either side. I thought that was weird, but I just wanted to get in my car and go. As I went to pull the handle on my door, they attacked me. I was screaming and kicking and fighting as hard as I could.
What the hell?
But I wasn't strong enough.
Like, I'm just trying to get
2
gas.
of them pulled me into the back seat of the truck while 2 of them pushed me in.
Oh my god.
I ended up draped over their laps. I was still trying to get free, but it was hard to move with their weight holding me down. I started to cry. I have never felt so weak in my life. I started scratching one man thinking, if they kill me, his DNA will be under my nails. They pulled up to a motel and carried me inside of a room. I was screaming again, and the oldest looking one started hitting me, telling me to be quiet.
I'm not gonna be
Said
quiet.
if I was good, they wouldn't hurt me. They held me down on one of the beds and tied my hands and feet together with a belt.
What the hell?
Some kind of thin string, like a shoelace. I panicking and still crying, just telling them to let me go. I wouldn't say anything. I wouldn't tell anyone, that's what I told them. They started talking to each other in another language, one I couldn't recognize. Looking around the room, I saw bags and beer cans, lots of beer cans. It smelled like they had all been staying in this one room with 2 beds for a while.
Ew.
I don't really want to get into what they did to me, but at some point, one of the men said they needed more beer. They decided the smallest one was going to stay in the room with me. So after the other 4 left, it was just me and the man who looked to be around my age. I remember thinking, I could probably beat him up if I get loose.
Okay.
I asked him if I could use the bathroom. And when he untied me, I bolted for the door. I swung the door open, and he grabbed my arm. I yelled, "Get off me," and he let go, eyes wide.
Oh, okay.
I ran down the street, no clothes on, and jumped in front of
No
the
clothes
first
on?
car I saw.
Oh shit, he was
It was
naked?
a confused elderly man. He rolled down his window and yelled, "What are you doing?" Like I was ruining his morning or something. I told him I needed help and that I was kidnapped. He drove me to the police station where I was given scrubs and could file a report. They ended up saying I needed to go to the hospital for an examination so they could record any evidence that the man may have left on me.
Yeah.
I just wanted to shower and go home, honestly. I just wanted to talk to my mom. They found the men the same day.
Oh, good.
It turns out they were all brothers.
Oh.
They didn't say what they planned on doing with me after, or why they did it in the first place. They claimed to be all blackout drunk at the time. I ended up moving to the other side of the country, and even though I know there's still a prison, I get nightmares about what happened. I don't use my phone at all in public anymore. And my current boyfriend says I'm too paranoid, but I have to be, right?
Makes
I never
sense.
want to feel that weak again in my life.
Not gonna lie, because it's him talking, I thought it was a guy that they kidnapped, but if it's a girl, then I understand they were probably gonna rape her. So at first I was like, why is he naked? But
This
shit.
happened in April 2019.
So recently.
My name is Marie. My boyfriend's name is Eddie.
Okay, so another girl.
Anyways, Eddie and I were hanging out at my house for the day when we decided we wanted something out to eat. Since my mother gave us either the choice of eating at home or Eddie and I decided to go to the Chinese restaurant not too far away from my house, so we decided to walk. Now, in order to get to the Chinese restaurant from my house, there's 2 ways. One is a long way, and the second is a shorter way. So we chose the short way, obviously, since we were super hungry
Yeah.
and it was closer. Eddie and I were about 1/3 of the way to the restaurant when it had begun to rain a little bit, and we noticed that we had to pass the bridge leading to the restaurant. As we went under the bridge, we noticed a suspicious-looking man. He was pretty short, Hispanic. His face was very dirty. He was just a dirty guy. He was covered in dirt and grease. He was wearing dirty black shoes and appeared that they were covered in mud.
Ew.
As we were looking at him and our surroundings, Eddie noticed that the man was hiding a kitchen knife with a blade that was about 4 to 5 inches,
Why?
and it had a black handle on it, and the handle was in his sleeve. Eddie gets freaked out at this point, and he whispers to me, "Get behind me." I say, "Why? What's going on? What did you see?"
But you better run.
He said, "Get behind me now."
Just run.
He moves me behind him as I move myself behind him. I'm afraid at this point because I don't know what's going on.
Just start bolting.
This man walks past us, and he begins to check my body out from head to toe. And Eddie keeps looking at him, and the man looks at Eddie. As Eddie turns forward to make sure that we don't get hit by a coming car, I turned around and saw the man reach at me. He was attempting to grab me, which causes me to move forward.
Run.
Eddie turns around, and the man speed walks away.
Yeah, fuck off.
Eddie and I stop and wait for a good 3 minutes just to make sure we aren't followed, and the man wasn't nowhere in sight. We hurried up and practically jogged to the restaurant. We arrived and we eat. When it was time to pay the bill, I noticed that I was a little short on money.
Okay.
Eddie and I discussed what we were going to do, and I texted my mom, and Eddie said he was going to go to my house to get the money and come back.
Oh god.
The waiter said it was fine. I stayed at the restaurant while Eddie went back to the house to collect the money for my mother. Eddie arrived back, and I could tell something was wrong, and I asked him, what happened?
The guy's outside.
He said, we should stay here for about 5 minutes.
Yeah.
I asked why. He said when he was walking back to my house, he passed the bridge again and saw the same man.
Mm-hmm.
He was faced towards the freeway on his phone while smoking a cigarette. He said, when I got to your house, I hurried up and left since I knew the man seen us going towards the restaurant. I rode my bike back there. As I rode back, I saw him and we made eye contact. He looked furious that you were not on my page riding with me. He started cussing to himself, and he went on his phone angry. When he's done telling me this, I get freaked out. And I ask him, how are we going to get back home? Are we going to take the long way? So we decided to take the long way after a good 10 or 20 minute wait. Thank God we did not see the man. We reported it to the police. We have not seen that man ever since that day.
Good.
I am glad I was a bit short on money that day because if I wasn't, I could have gotten kidnapped and possibly something worse.
Okay, well that's definitely creepy because some random guy's just under a bridge, like suspicious. You never know who people are. You never know what to expect from anyone. You know what I mean? Like you don't know them obviously, so it's like, I don't know what to say really. Like I would say yeah, go the long way because then like, you know, you're not gonna run into that person. But at the same time, it's a longer way, so it takes you longer to get home, right? But then the shorter way, he's there, so he'll be in your path. So even if you run, he could still kind of chase you or whatever. I don't know how old he was. As for the second story, that's really creepy because like you're just getting gas at 3 in the morning, you're just traveling, and then some bitches just randomly kidnap you, or brothers about to rape you. Like at first I thought it was a guy, but it's a girl. And obviously the second one, or the last one, was a girl too, of course. Yeah, it always just happens to be girls. Cause guys are perverts, so. But I don't know, just be careful out there. The first one, she was just home alone. I kind of forgot what happened already, but oh yeah, the silhouette. I think that one was just her imagination, to be quite honest. So yeah, but yeah, as for the second and third story, definitely a lot more scary. I think the second one's a lot more, the worst one, because like you're just driving home or you're just driving somewhere to move, and then you've got gas and someone just kidnaps you. Like you're tied to a bed, and then I think she had no clothes on. She was naked. I don't know if she was fully naked, but she had no clothes on. So terrifying, scary. Just be careful of your surroundings. Be careful, especially if you're out at 3 a.m. Don't be out at 3 a.m. Just be at home in your home, and just be in bed. Be sleeping at 3 in the morning. Do not be out unless you're at work. But you know, just be safe wherever you are, and anytime things can happen. So just be careful at any time of day, every time of day, and yeah, just stay safe out there. And yeah, thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and peace out. See you guys in the next video.